Hello and welcome to WHSH TV. I'm Connor Nolan, and with me one last time is Colton Garland. Colton, things are coming to an end here at school, and that means that this is our final newscast of the year.
That's right. After 11 broadcasts here on WHSH TV, our spring semester has come to an end. We still have just 1 week here at WHS, but most of that time will be dedicated to final tests and cleaning out lockers.
The end of another school year means night after night of awards honoring students' achievements here at WHS. And we'll have a look at some of those award ceremonies, and we'll see how many groups around the school are finishing off the year. Just how they are. I mean, yeah.
Also, you'll hear from WHSH broadcasting students on how the first year of this new program has affected us, plus a look at sports, weather, and our upcoming live graduation coverage.
All that and much more. It's Friday, May 15th, and you are watching WHSH TV. We begin this segment with a look at Washington High School's Navy NJROTC program. The program will enter its 100th year at WHS next year. And our very own Mitchell Wadsworth, who is a cadet in the program, produced a video for the NJROTC's recent awards night. The video highlights the importance of the NJROTC program to the cadets involved and to the school and community.
The NJROTC program is a citizenship program inside high schools across the nation. It's a co-curricular and extracurricular activity designed to build leadership, self-confidence, self-respect, and mainly teach service over self with regard to community service and things of that nature.
Well, NJROT stands for Naval Junior Reserve Officers Training Corps, and it is a program. It is a citizenship program. Okay, one of the things that a lot of people don't understand is it doesn't have much, if anything, to do with joining the military. The military is an option for some of the students, some of the cadets who will choose that as maybe a career path or just a place to start. But it has nothing to do with the military. It is a citizenship program.
The NJROTC program is a Naval Junior Reserves Officer Training Command program here at the Washington High School that deals with training students such as freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors to become possible Navy personnel in military service.
This is our 42nd year in Washington. Next year is the centennial anniversary, 100 years across the country for JROTC program. 42, next year will be 43 years here in Washington.
It's been here at Washington High School for 41 years. Started out in school year 1973-74.
And weren't you the company commander?
I was the first company commander. My senior year was the first year NJROTC started here at Washington High School, and I was the first company commander, and I assumed the rank of lieutenant.
There's all kinds. I mean, there's too numerous to mention, but they differ for each child, student. The positives can be learning how to speak in public, learning to appreciate community service, building self-confidence and prestige by earning awards, improving your grades by learning how to manage your time better, leading other students, organizing them, thinking about operational risk. It's a different way of thinking about how to get a mission done and set goals and achieve them. On and on and on. It's a great program for young people, especially those who want to go on and lead in their community.
Oh gosh, there's so many things. You know, there's leadership skills that the students will learn. There's camaraderie, there's a feeling of belonging, family. Cadets, when they get together, they spend any amount of time here in this classroom and participating in the things that we do after school. They become a very tight-knit group. And so one of the positives is just learning to get along, finding out how to do that, and then just just being a part of a large group. It's kind of a family.
Positives of the program are you learn leadership and you learn basic necessities of being a good citizen, and like most people would say, it's like a second family.
Immediately whenever you join the program, you become part of a family. People that you don't even know immediately walk up to you and be like, hey, how's it going? Like, how's your day been? Like, what's going on with the program? How are you doing? Not only that, but you also get to learn like leadership. You also get to learn like, you learn basically skills that you can learn in real life.
Well, we have many. We have drill team. We have competitive teams like the drill team, the rifle team. We have the physical training teams. We go on field trips. Last spring break, we went to South Carolina. We do a lot of fundraising, and that takes money to do go on the trips, and so we have to do a lot of fundraising. We do a lot of community service. We do a whole lot for as far as the community goes to make it better.
We have many, so that each student can find a niche. We have a drill team, we have a marksmanship team, air rifles, a physical fitness team, an academic team. We all participate in out-of-school community service. If it's there, we got it, okay? And you can join all or one of those, and we also encourage the students to join band and other extracurricular activities. The point being is to spend your spare time in a positive way, because we all know that if you have spare time, you're going to find ways you can get yourself in trouble when you're a teenager, and if you're not looking for it, it'll find you. So it's best to stay busy doing positive things that'll build character, your physicality, getting into a mindset of healthy living culture.
I would tell them that it's a good program to get involved with, because it is, like I said, a second family. You learn basic values of leadership and what it's like to be a good citizen, and honestly the biggest thing is that family thing.
I would tell them just to join the unit and come have fun. You know, part of it is serious. You do have uniform days, competitions, and inspections, but in the other part of it, you have trips that you take every year, spring break, naval ball. You get to take trips on the competition, so you get to meet a lot of new people from a lot of new schools, and just to come and have a great experience with the program.
I would say the same thing that the cadets tell me. They feel like they're part of a family, and family is important, or feeling like you're a part of a group is important, because it gives you the support you need to get through a very tough time in your life, which is high school. It's not easy. It's a challenge, and there are a lot of distractions. So the more people you have watching your back, the more people you have to emulate or help you achieve your goals, the better you're going to feel about yourself, mentally and physically. Spiritually, you'll have that camaraderie and the esprit de corps to get you through a pretty tough career, quite frankly, and prepare you for college or the general workforce or whatever you dream of doing.
Washington's NJROTC program is involved in numerous events around the city as well as here at school. For more information about the local program, visit whsnjrotc.org. Now, another award-winning program here at Washington High School is the WHS Choir. Now, under direction of Mr. Scott Griffith, WHS choirs are composed of 4 choirs in the beginning, intermediate, and advanced levels. And most notably, the advanced accents and impulse choirs perform both at the state and national levels. Most recent, the advanced show choir placed first at the Holiday World Music Festival. Very impressive. The choirs perform around the city and hold annual concerts here at the school. And for more information on the WHS Choir Department, visit washingtonchoir.weebly.com, and you'll be able to see the choir perform live during graduation right here on WHS HTV. We have coverage just for you. Moving from the arts to the sciences, the Washington High School Science Department isn't letting the end of the year slow them down. Mrs. Hawthorne's ICP science class is building complex contraptions to do simple tasks, and these devices are also referred to as Rube Goldberg machines. We visited Mrs. Hawthorne's class to hear more about these complex inventions.
What we're doing here, this is called the Rube Goldberg design, and what the students are doing, they're taking their first semester chemistry and second semester physics and putting it together in design. So they have different requirements. They have to have a complex machine, 3 simple machines, 2 energy changes. One of them has to be a chemical change. So for 3 weeks they will do a trial and error project, and they write out, they'll have this design drawn out, and then they'll have all the requirements written out, an explanation of like the chemical changes that are taking place and any energy changes. The stress comes the day when they have to actually present. We have one group that volunteered to do a presentation today. Although it doesn't count for their grade, it is good practice for them to go ahead and try. What they do is they get one trial. If they get it the first trial, they get 100%. Everything after that, then they get docked, just a small percent for each additional trial that they'll be doing. They really enjoy it, and it just brings the entire year kind of to a closure in a fun way.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen is we're going to drop some cars up here, and the car's going to roll on down this thing, this child's toy, and it's going to hit these marbles. The marbles are going to flow into the funnel, run down the ramp into the bucket. The bucket's going to drop. It's supposed to lift the cup, knocking this cup over, running vinegar down the PVC pipe into the cup full of baking soda.
All right.
So you want to do this, Dave?
Yep. I got the honors.
We don't need any more. This last one will get it.
Dang. That was close. That was good though.
It's about trial and error, you know.
Yeah.
It is about
You got to do what you got to do, and you know, we're going to go back to the drawing board, maybe turn the cup a little more next time.
Yeah.
Also in the science department, Mrs. Stallman's AP chemistry class has something to celebrate. This AP chemistry is the first class here at Washington High School to take the extremely difficult Chem 2 AP exam. And to mark their achievements, the class has transformed ceiling tiles into a giant version of the periodic table of elements. Completing the AP chemistry exam is quite the achievement, and to all of those hardworking chemistry students. When we come back, Colton Garland will have a quick look at your weekend weather, so stay tuned to WHSH TV.
They'll test you, try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise. And be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
Rainy and now sunny Friday here at WHSH TV. We've had some showers off and on here today, and that looks like it'll be the trend all the way through the weekend. Temps will stay seasonal through the week. As you can see though, down south to our southwest, we do have some precipitation moving into our area. Maybe not hit us tonight, but it does look like we will get hit tomorrow, either in the morning or early afternoon. So look for that. That's it for your weather right now. We'll be right back here on WHSH.
So good to see you guys. So, what's up? Oh, we finally bought a place. Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Was
it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Look at me. Hey.
Raymond, look at Mommy.
Maybe the light hurts his eyes.
Maybe she's just not hungry. Maybe he can't hear us. Maybe we're not stimulating him enough. Maybe it's a phase.
Avoiding eye contact is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
Welcome back to WHSH TV. Last week, WHSH Broadcasting was paid a surprise visit by Senator Eric Basler, a native to Washington and graduate of Washington High School. Senator Basler dropped by to talk with us about our work here in the classroom and how this classroom differs from the traditional class. Senator Basler was in town to tour other classes from preschool to high school. We would like to thank Senator Basler for his time during his visit to our class. It was very cool meeting him. So Senator Basler's visit was the first first high-profile guest that WHSH Broadcasting has had in the first year for this program. And a lot has happened the past 170-plus school days. So starting out as just an idea a little more than a year ago, the Washington High School radio and TV class has truly grown into a class to be proud of. Every student enrolled in this class becomes a crew member. And regular viewers know of myself, Caleb King, Colton Garland, Eric Wilson, and Drew Davis. But there are twice as many students behind the scenes making everything you see and hear from WHSH Broadcasting possible. As a class, we took a moment to record our thoughts on the past year and to share what we have learned.
I'd have to say my favorite memory this year would be working the basketball games on the radio because it was a really cool experience. I really liked it. It could help me for the future if I ever want to get into that. Coming into the year, I didn't really expect to be on TV. Maybe the radio. I wasn't expecting to have a camera and be live streaming on YouTube. So that was a pretty cool experience. I learned how to work with the camera, work with Avid. I know how to edit videos. So a lot of things that can benefit me for my future.
I think first of all, my favorite memory would definitely be enjoying calling not only the basketball games but the football games as well, and just covering all the sports. I think that was really a fun experience and definitely helped me with what I want to do in the future and what I want to get into. I really enjoyed both the radio and the TV side, doing the newscast, and also learned you can't always be an anchor or somebody sitting in front of the camera. You got to learn the aspects behind that as well, and I definitely learned a lot from that.
I don't necessarily have a specific favorite memory. I guess I would have to say my favorite thing, though, about the class is getting to walk in every day and see Mr. Shake's smiling face sitting at the front of the classroom, and getting to see all the people who come and in here and enjoy doing some of the stuff that I also do with them. And one of the things I didn't expect coming into this year was, I didn't expect all the equipment that we were going to have, how nice it was. I was expecting some little room off in the corner of the school with, possibly one computer and some little dinky video editor that was going to give us pop-up ads, every time we went to use it. And, no, I was really surprised. Came in this year and had Avid and a bunch of computers, had a Mac, and had a really nice computer to broadcast with radio, and had more nice computers to broadcast on YouTube. And the one thing I took out of this year definitely was sell the sizzle, not the steak.
My favorite memory is probably the handing out of our trophy, the silver microphone. Thought that was pretty cool. I won it once. It was pretty great. I thank my mom and my teachers and stuff. I didn't have expectations for this class because it was completely new. So it was kind of a mystery. And one thing I did know is that every morning when I was little, my mom turned on the radio while I was eating breakfast. And we listened to Dwayne Shake. And that happens to be our teacher. And thought seeing him in person, which I had never done, was pretty crazy. And I really learned how to talk on the radio and how to keep a conversation going. And that was a pretty valuable skill.
My favorite memory from this class would definitely have to be working as the news anchor. That was probably my favorite thing of this class, and it was a lot of fun. It was great while it lasted. Before I came into this class, I wasn't expecting the full immersion into radio and television. I thought we would learn the basics, maybe see how people talk or how things are set up, but we actually went on live and are still going on live, doing television casts, doing radio shows every week. those were things I wasn't expecting coming into this class, and I really learned just how to speak with the community and kind of get yourself out there and learn how to talk without feeling nervous about what's going on around you.
So I actually have two really great memories from this class. My first one was simply doing the very first TV broadcast that we did on YouTube. It had a very exhilarating rush to do it for the first time. It was like a performer going on stage. And it was also super awkward because we'd spend a good minute at the beginning, Caleb and I, of him complimenting my hair and me telling him how exactly I got it to look that morning, and because we just had to make filler. But it was just a really fun experience, and it was something new, and it was goofy, but it was a great place to start, and we got so much better from there, and I was really proud of that. My other big memory was during the second half of the year. My buddy Ben Harner and I started doing a radio show together, which was a great decision because Ben made it so doing the radio show every week was not a chore anymore, and we just legitimately had fun doing it. WHSH Broadcasting will return in August with radio and TV coverage of local news and events, sports and weather. So look for WHSH TV out and about at local events too. For more information about our program, visit www.whsh.us. So after the break, we will have one last look at Hatchet Sports for this year with Drew Davis, and Colton Garland will have another look at your local weather. So stay tuned to WHSH TV.
So who's going to do what?
I'll pack the dead batteries.
Great.
I'll only put what I don't need into a duffel bag.
Perfect. That's totally unhelpful.
No problem.
Meanwhile, I will try to comfort everyone by speaking in a calm voice. And who is going to handle supplies?
I can forget to do a list for us.
Thanks, pal.
We couldn't be any less prepared. I'm proud of you guys.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information.
When I was 6, my days were spent playing basketball. When I was 6, my dream was to make it to the NBA. When I was 6, my mom had a stroke.
I'm Paul George, and I want you to spot a stroke fast. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. Protect the ones you love. Spot a stroke fast.
Welcome to WHSH Sports. I'm Drew Davis. The Washington Hatchet baseball team moved to 8-12 with a 5-0 win over Bloomfield on Tuesday. Jake Bedwell picked up the win for WHSH. Bedwell gave up his only hit with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Bedwell fanned 13 batters on the night. WHS pounded out 7 hits while scoring 1 run in the first and 4 in the third. Bedwell also homered, drove in 3 runs, and scored twice. Amanda Bach was 2 for 2 with an RBI, and Billy Fleetwood and Nick Gray also had RBIs. The Hatchets defeated North Knox Thursday night in Bicknell. Michael Ramsey went the distance on the mound, giving up 4 runs. Jake Bedwell was strong again, going 4 for 5 with 3 doubles and a single. The Hatchets will be back in action Saturday, weather permitting, as they host the Tom Miles Invitational. The first game is at 10 at the Sports Complex. You'll want to come out and support the Hatchets. Now moving to NBA playoff action. The NBA Conference semifinals are winding down, and there has been some very good games in this, and the series have been good. The Cavaliers punched their ticket to the Eastern Conference Finals with a 94-73 win over the Bulls, unfortunately. The Rockets beat out the Clippers 119-107 to force a Game 7 in Houston tomorrow night. The Hawks can close out the Wizards tonight, and the Warriors can punch their ticket to the Western Conference Finals with a win
at the Grindhouse in Memphis tonight. That's it for sports from WHSH this year. It's been a great year for Hatchet Sports, and WHSH TV will be on the sidelines next year to bring you even more Hatchet action. We'll be right back here on WHSH.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Welcome back to WHSH TV on this, our last Friday newscast. It's currently partly cloudy outside, as you can see from a look at our live radar, which may show up here in just a second. Here we go. We do have some showers moving up from the southwest into our area, which will most likely hit us tomorrow, early tomorrow. So for the Tom Miles Invitational, we could get a little wet out there. Monday's storms have a higher chance to be severe, but for right now, expect some brief heavy rains and lightning. Now we'll take a look at our 7-day extended forecast. This weekend, as you can see, we'll have scattered thunderstorms. Temperatures right around 80 on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So it will be warm but wet this weekend. Moving into the week, Tuesday and Wednesday will be sunny. Tuesday's high will be 73, and on Wednesday we'll have a high of 70. Now Thursday and Friday it's going to be sunny again, partly cloudy on Thursday with a high of 73, and Friday we'll have a high of 72. So later in the week we will have some nice weather to look forward to.
Thank you, Colton. Now before we go, news story to share, and this past Wednesday was Senior Awards Night. So the annual event marks the final few days of a senior's high school career and honors seniors with awards and scholarships. And the event kicks off a week of honors and celebration as seniors take their next step after high school. And Washington High School will honor the senior class at Sunday's baccalaureate and at next Saturday's commencement ceremony. So this year's commencement will be broadcasted live right here on WHSH TV, and $10 DVDs of the event will also be available for purchase by emailing whsh@wcs.k12.in.us. Speaking of commencement means that we are at the end, and we'd like to thank you for watching and adding to the nearly 11,000 views on our YouTube channel in this first year. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Be sure to catch us back here in August. And for all of us here at WHSH TV, I'm Connor Nolan saying thank you so very much for watching. Have a great summer.
Go, 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 go.
A boy born in Joplin, Missouri was fascinated by anything with wheels and a motor. The odds of him going on to fascinate millions with his talent? 1 in 260,000. The odds of this born racer having 157 career top 10 finishes in NASCAR? 1 in 125 billion. The odds of him winning both the Daytona 500 and the Brickyard 400 in the same year? 1 in 195 million. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism? 1 in 68. I'm NASCAR driver Jamie McMurray, and my niece has autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.